यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः. Yesterday we saw what is shama. Shravanadi vyatirikta vishayebhyaha manasaha nigraha. Withdrawal of the mind from the objects other than Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, which is the discipline for self-realization in the path of Advaita. Today we are going to the next sutra where Dama he explains. Dama Bahendriyanam tadvyatirikta vishayebhyo nivartanam Manasaha nigraha atra Damaha Bahendriyana nivartanam, turning inward. The most important process in the meditation is to turn the senses inward. Withdrawal of the mind. Mind nigraha is to have a thorough control over it. The other thing is Dama Bahendriya. The external organs and the internal organ we differentiate. The external organs are the 5 karmendriyas and pancha karmendriya, pancha jnanendriya. Organs of perception and organs of action. So, these are Bahyendriya, Antarindriya is Manas. Antakarana is mind, Buddhi, intellect and heart, Hridaya. The feeling heart. Heart that feels, not the spiritual heart, not the heart that pumps blood, but the feeling heart. Feeling heart with mind and intellect is Antakarana. Antarindriya is mind. Bahirindriya is Panchajnanendriya and Panchakarmendriya. So, Damaha, what does Dama mean? The turning inward, Nivartanam or withdrawal. Withdrawal also is called Nivartanam. Turning inward is also called Nivartanam. Better we take as turning inward because we have to dive inward now. We have to take up the journey, the inward journey. All these lives after lives we have spent, we have been going outward, running outward. Now we have to just withdraw the senses and dive within and begin our inward journey. This is what all great people like Buddha, Sri Ramakrishna, and whoever you see, Shankaracharya, all these people did the same thing, the inward journey, the great journey to the unknown. And this journey is taken up all alone. Nobody will be there in that path. In the world outside, you have many people, many companions, many things. In the inward journey, you have to go alone. And fighting with your own samskaras and vasanas. That's why he is called Dhira. The one who enters into the inquiry into reality. What is Brahman? What is God? The one who enters into the inquiry, he is called Dhira. Because he has to, first thing is, the senses are to be controlled, withdrawn and turned inward. He has to reject the entire world of enjoyments, here and hereafter, forever. Nitaram virati. For at all times it is to be rejected. And then the inward journey is most difficult. Is most difficult one because the enemies are within. No friends, nobody to help. One, there are three forces that propel us, guide our mind, and as if leading by hand, will take. One is the nature itself. Nature has the plan for the jiva which has come into the Prakriti to go back its home. There is a plan in the nature. In the scheme of creation itself, there is a design by which every jiva returns to the source. Prakriti will help. That is called shift of the jiva from the avidya maya to vidya maya. The realm of avidya maya, both are maya, but from the realm of vidya maya, avidya maya, he enters into the realm of vidya maya. Vidya maya leads towards God. Avidya maya leads towards the world, the inward process of evolution and process of involution. So the nature helps. God, whom you are seeking, in whatever aspect, his aspect, it can be the absolute transcendental reality, it can be the immanent reality. God has become all this. Thakur used to often say, the 24 cosmic principles, all the jivas, and whatever you see here is nothing but Divine Mother. Immanent aspect, or as the Ishvara, Lord of the universe, or as Avatara, the God who has come in the form of particular, within the perceivable dimensions, that we can perceive Him. If we cannot go there, let Him come here, His Avatara. And as the Antaryami, the indweller, the Atma Tattva or Brahma Tattva, whatever way you accept God, and whatever are your nature by which you can transcend the external nature and internal nature and go beyond. What is suitable to you, whatever you accept as God, it doesn't matter. That God, the one, the supreme light of the universe, the Lord of the universe, will be constantly guiding the spiritual aspirant once he decides his goal and gives up all other goals. That one. And Guru who initiates. These three, he will be Guru who initiates, will be having constant watch whether the disciple knows or not, accepts or not. It is his part that he has to do. Constantly watching, lives after lives. That's why to get a Sadguru, to get a initiation from him, Initiation is taking the entire responsibility of a jiva to make it reach the absolute. It is. He is an appointed person by the God who helps him. Various ways Guru help. So these are the three powers that will be. They are not companions. You will not get them as companions, but as the powers that, just like you have a motorcycle which can carry you, there it's a power and not a companion. Like that, these three powers will be with you, guiding and driving you forward, propelling you forward. But you have to determine and yield to those power, giving up the ego and surrendering yourself to power. Motorcycle is there, you have to mount it. You have to leave other ground. Otherwise, I want to hold the house bar also and drive motorcycle to the other place also, you cannot. Giving up the hold on the house, he has to ride the motorcycle. But the only companion you have is your inner organ and outer organs. Oh my mind, let us go to the wish-fulfilling tree, the Kali. I and you alone will be there and nobody else, Thakur says. He is taking mind itself as companion. The ego is going now. And samskaras, vasanas are the obstructions. They put huge hurdles on the path that you cannot go, you cannot advance. So many ways they try to obstruct. Some vasana will come and dig a huge pit in the road and go away. He cannot go, he will fall. And to come up again, those powers he has to seek. Mother, 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 lift me, lift me, lift me. Another will bring some huge mountain. Usually desires will dig a well and ego will build a mountain. So that he will not advance. You have to overcome those things. The moment you surrender the ego, the mountain disappears. The moment you give up the desires, the well disappears. Your road is clear. So, the Dama is from the Shravana Manana Nididhyasana, the path prescribed for the realization of the self. From there, withdrawal, nivartanam or nivartanam. This nivartanam is ready to go back. It is like a vehicle taken reverse into the garage, ready to go out. Most of us withdraw in this way. But we have to withdraw in such a way it is not only withdrawn from the external objects, but they are focused on the internal self. This focusing makes the inner organs and outer organs in perfect harmony, and the buddhi in which the ego merges will be the guiding force. The buddhi has become sadbuddhi, and also it is giving the light of the scriptures. Guru Vakya, it is like this, it is like this. It leads. This withdrawal, how to do? We have to again use the intellect, buddhi, sadbuddhi. This buddhi is to be awakened. One part is awakening the buddhi. Another is feeding it with right understanding and knowledge, giving a map. So our buddhi is awakened, very sensitive to the physical world in which we live and enjoy. Karma bhumi. In that we are very sensitive to losses and gains. We are very sensitive to mana, apamana. We are very concerned about our personality, our status, our possessions. The sensitivity to the world we have. We have not yet developed sensitivity to the spiritual matters, spiritual existence. We must have such an antenna that can perceive the spiritual. Now, this intellect, which is filled with the various scriptural understanding, how the mind works, what is meant by samskara, what is meant by karma, what is the laws of nature, what is man, what is the path to the eternal. All this information he gains from studies. So Swadhyaya becomes inevitable in our life. Swadhyaya doesn't mean only study of the scriptures or anything. It is self-analysis, analysis of the world, analysis of the man's nature. All analysis, studying a man, and scriptural studies also. Who has told what? Going and meeting the people who have advanced in spiritual life is a study. So these are the various means in which the buddhi is empowered and enlightened. But with all that knowledge, it may not have the interest or propensity to go towards that. Now, longing may not be there. We have to generate. That is the mumukshatva. To activate the mumukshatva. I need that. I need it. How much do I need? How do I need? That need we have to again, and what is the prayojana? Otherwise, what is going to happen? The two things we have to always look to. What are the consequences I am going to meet? With what activity or what path? Ubayorapi drishtaha antaha anayoho tattvadarshibhi. The tattvadarshibhis have gone to the extreme end of both path to world and path to God. Then they say, nasato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate satah. So, ubhayorapi drishtvantaha anayo tattvadarshibhi. Both ends of this path they have seen to the world and God. Where does the involution lead? How much of suffering, bondage and lives after lives he has to toil, getting nothing. And then how much of freedom, bliss, peace he is going to have once he realizes it. Again and again. Tattva vichara. With that, he feels attraction for that. Sitting in the sadhu sangha, hearing Thakur Sri Ramakrishna used to run when he was a boy from sadhus to sadhus and listen, sit and listen what they talk. What is the sign of a sadhu? He always thinks of God. This is an important definition Sri Ramakrishna gives, and we have to strictly bear this in our heart. I must be a sadhu. If I have to be a sadhu, I should not give my mind to anything but the service of the Lord, service of the people, and talking about God. Bhajananji used to tell us to take 3 vows in the morning when the Mangalarti is going on for Thakur. Early morning, the Mangalarti will be going on. The lamp as the Sakshi, the Karpura will be burning in front of Thakur, and you'll be witnessing. At that time, Thakur, Bhajananji used to ask us to take vows, 3 vows every day. Do you remember? Anritat Satyam Upaimi, Manusha Daivam Upaimi, Vacham Yachami, Daivim Vacham Yachami. These 3 vows. Anritat Satyam Upaimi. From unreal I raise to the real. Anritat Satyam Upaimi. The whole world is unreal. Real is there. Allide nammane, illi bande summane. That I raise from unreal to the real. Anritat Satyam Upaimi, Manusha Daivam Upaimi. From human I raise to the divine. From human I raise to the divine. Human, animalhood is totally rejected. Everyone has 3 natures embedded in them: animalhood, humanhood, and divinehood. Animalhood has no place in spiritual life at all. Amidst the humanhood and divinehood, he wants to raise to the divinehood. Means if he talks, it must be divine. If he walks, it must be divine. If he does any act, it must be divine. From human, I raise to the divine. Manusha Daivam Upaimi and Daivim Vacham Yachami. I speak only divine things. Daivim Vacham Yachami. I will not gossip. I will not indulge in falsehood. I will not waste my energy by giving more details than what is necessary anywhere. How to conserve the energy which is going through vak and other means. So this vak which is given to gossiping, unwanted talking, and falsehood. With that tongue, if you do japa, what will happen? Where is the fruit? Where is the truth in that? Because he is accustomed to tell lies. He is accustomed to gossip. So, this is also a gossip going on. Has no gravity, no weightage, no reality in it. So, measured way, Holy Mother used to tell, my child, wherever wars have taken place, fightings have taken place, combats have occurred, manasthapa, vairatva, all this, hatred, jealousy, all these have taken place only through vak. Speech has caused all this. Speak as minimum as possible. Avoid all other talks. Talk divine, any amount. Talk God's name. So many details regarding God you can discuss, talk. Singing the names and glories of God. When devotees join together, they must sit together and talk about God. Thakur used to say. So, Holy Mother says, talk as little as possible, and what is unavoidable. How conditions Sharda Devi puts you, say. Talk as little as possible, talk only what is unavoidable, and what you have to tell in the minimum words, minimum possible words, so that your energy is conserved. You can use it for your sadhana, and truth is maintained. The value of the vak, each japa is calling God. So, Daivim Vacham Yachami. How these are related to our Dama Nivartana. How do I do the Dama Nivartana? Dama, that is Indriyanam Nivartanam. How to turn the senses inward. Kriya. That is what we call Karmendriya and Jnanendriya. The 5 Karmendriyas and Jnanendriyas are to be turned inward. And the Antarindriya will take care of it, to guide it to the Buddhi, which will lead inward journey, the search for the reality. Now, Pancha Jnanendriyas are the senses, 5 senses of perception. Eyes, ears, nose that smells, tongue that not speaks, tongue that tastes, and skin that feels the touch, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. These are perceived by the 5 senses. These 5 senses we have. They are always turned outside. And it's constantly watching and trying to receive the information. They don't even quietly sit. They are interested in the world. Always. Now, they have to be turned inward. Pancha Karmendriya, the 5 organs of action, that is gripping, holding, is organ of action. Speech. We must remember speech is we are working, acting. Speech is an organ of action. It creates action. Mental thinking doesn't create action. It initiates action. It is not mind is not a sense of action. Vak, Pani, Pada, which makes movements possible from place to place. Evacuation. What karma we do? What we eat. Eating is always followed by evacuation, eating and drinking. The whole elementary system is registered by the evacuation. Through that we do karma. How deeply these rishis have entered. What is karma? What is karmendriya? Every bit an organ of generation. Through that we do karma. Jananendriya. It's an organ of action. These are the only 5. What is done with these alone binds Jiva. Suppose I hit with my back, will it not become karma? What happens? For hitting back, you have to use your leg. You are pushing with leg. So, these are if you analyze how perfectly it matches, the nature, Srishti, Krama and all, the more and more I enter and contemplate on these things, I feel the whole of modern science, what are scientists doing, be it quantum physics or nuclear physics or space engineering or computer science, I look at children play. They have not gone to they have not even touched the nature. They are playing, children play, they are doing with what is seen by five senses in waking state. The whole existence is there apart from the waking state. Waking state is one of the state, it's another dream. In that we are doing. Where is the reality? This is what. So these are the five karmendriyas and five jnanendriyas with which we perceive and act. We perceive and act. This keeps me bound to the external world. Why should I turn it inward? I cannot search for the reality if my whole existence is turned outward. I have to either penetrate the nature and go beyond, or turn it inward and go inward. The penetration to do, I need powerful insight to reject the visible reality, which be very difficult to develop. Very difficult to develop. The easiest way is to turn inward and I am there. The objective world is only an inference. Eyes are telling, ears are telling it is so. Touch is telling. I don't know what exactly. The eyes are carrying to brain. Mind is registering, keeping it in front of the buddhi. Buddhi certifies and the self understands. How far is it? And if you see on the other side, I am is the only direct experience. That is not through senses, that's not through mind, not through intellect. I am independent of all that. I know myself. I am. So I am is the only direct experience. All other understandings are. Now what is that I want to search? That needs turning inward of the external sense organs and organs of perception. Bahirindriya. Bahirindriya contains karmendriya and jnanendriya. The turning is done through the external denial of the external awareness. That is at three vows. First vow, Anrata Satyam Upaimi, Manusha Daivam Upaimi, Daivim Vacham Yachami. If you follow this, it will slowly try to conceive the inconceivable realities. It is trying to see beyond. Now it is easy for the intellect. Here my child, here. A child is seeing somewhere, its attraction is wholly, somebody wants to take a photo. It is drawing its attention, it is not at all looking, because something red is visible to him. He is looking at that only. They make lot of this one. If one method is just to remove that redness there, the child will start seeing elsewhere. Show that red here. What they usually do is to ring the bell. The moment you ring the bell, it will start seeing here. That denial through these woes, through the right understanding of the world, through various means, we will put off this world for the senses. No, I don't want. I don't want that. I have to go here. It is just like examination day. Nothing tastes that day. All chaat masala, ice cream, chocolates, everything become tasteless. Anybody wants to fight? He says, tomorrow I will come to you. Anybody wants to argue? He is not there. He is not interested. Otherwise, he will be fully engaged in that. Now, his whole attention is, this is withdrawal because of the interest that is created. On one side, you have to create the interest in the inner world. What are you going to get? What is that state of realization? Total freedom from nature. What is it? The interest created will make and then put off the world through other means. What are the suffering you are going to get? Dukkha doshanu darshanam. Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Constantly you must see the dukkha and dosha. Then it becomes nivartana. Wherever you see the suffering, wherever you see the bondage, the mind wants to run away from that. Disciplines, it wants to run away. Yesterday I was telling him, meditations here, music class. You have to be there. It is self-control. It is not what you learn there. You are learning, you have to do separately. Meditations you have to do at other times. Here coming and sitting is self-control and discipline. You can meditate any other time, anywhere else. Why should you come here and sit? Why you have to meditate here is self-control and you have to be there at that time. It is discipline. Other time, I was telling mother today, when you are doing the garland, can you see the Thakur's face? Beautiful pictures behind in the shrine. We have put a glass which is glaze proof glass so that the pictures are bright and always living. Totally you can see the Thakur Mother Swamiji there. Clear. What you see with the physical light while working in and through all activities, now and then that face must should come to your mind with all clarity, with great love. You must look at it with great love. Yes, my Lord, you are here. This is seeing with the light of intellect. Then later on it registers, it awakens the awareness in prajna, in the consciousness awareness. You start seeing from the light of prajna, beyond the light of mind and intellect. This meditation is the real meditation which you do while working. Here coming and sitting is first basic disciplines. That morning chanting, same thing you chant every day, but you chant. Years after you will see that you are watering somewhere. You did not know what is its effects. We think we can do elsewhere, or we can do why we don't able to do here meditation. It is not for meditation. It is for discipline, disciplining the mind. It is for controlling the mind, exercising self-control. Sanyama, it's a part of sanyama. To be at that time there, whatever happens. All these things are absolutely necessary in the early stages, till spiritual awakening is over. Afterwards, whether you come or not, it's immaterial. To attending music class, I don't have tabla to play. I am not interested in singing, is not a question. You have to be there where others are there. I don't have any work there. No, you have to be there. Just sit and observe. This is discipline, it is self-control. I am leaving my mind to street. It is wandering. It wants to go away. It doesn't want to sit there because lack of sanyama. All other things are to be done at other times, and that time you have to be there. It's a discipline. It's control of mind. Shama, Dama is expressed there in the discipline. Shama, Dama begins with discipline. These are the techniques we used when you go to the higher levels of meditation. Everything in military, first thing is obedience and discipline. You have to, suppose your senior asks you to jump, you have to jump, there is no question. There is a pit below, stones are there. He says jump, you have to jump. Obedience, there is no, the question doesn't come at all. Oh, there are stones. No, I did not ask you to tell what is there. I asked you to jump, that's all. This is the training that they give in military. That is the discipline with which that disciplined mind is what can conquer the vasanas, can conquer the tamas. Against tamas is the war. Always. It is a conquest. Yes. When the prajna, awareness, touches the God's presence, he feels from the heart, starts feeling the presence of God. Then the basic tamas has come down. Tamas of parastat. What is that tamas? The darkness by which we could not see God. The darkness by which I don't know I am Atman is the darkness. So this darkness is to be removed. One of the important parts in spiritual life is prayer. Pray, 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 so that the heart awakens to the reality. Prayer makes the heart awaken. First what awakens is feeling heart before the spiritual heart awakens. In the awareness, the presence of God starts coming. Then the nivartitana. Now the search becomes very easy. He knows God exists. There is no doubt. He knows the path by which others have gone and reached. He is clearly able to conceive the map, how he is going. So, that is the way by which this is the way how, or by the path by which, the means by which we turn the jnanendriya and karmendriya inward. Jnanendriya, karmendriya, what work I have to do there? What will I do with the karmendriya inside? I cannot do any karma, I can't eat, I cannot speak, I cannot do anything. I cannot walk there inside. I except walk. No other has any work. Hands cannot be used inside. I will beat that vasana, you can't say. I will run away when vasana comes, you cannot say. Because all these other organs cannot be used except walk. Walk exists at various levels. para pashyanti madhyama vaikhari. Now, vaikhari is stopped. Madhyama pashyanti para remains. We take up the Omkara. We take up the Ishta mantra. And in that, if one sense organ is active, other sense organs merge in that. The sense organs are powers. They combine together to, suppose a blind man is there, his ears become very sensitive. If a deaf person is there, his eyes are, the power of the ear works through the eye in a deaf person. And in a blind person, the power of the eyes work through the ear. Like that, the power of the other karmendriyas merge together in Vak. When it says Om or Om Namo Bhagate Vasudevaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Durgaye Namaha. Whenever he utters any mantra, Ishta mantra, then it's as if he's running, it's as if he's holding that, it's as if he's just gripping it and going. With that power, he goes inside. Do you understand? What is it? Turning of karmendriya? Similarly, jnanendriya becomes eager to see, eager to hear, eager to taste, eager to smell, eager to touch. Thakur says in Savikalpa Samadhi, when the darshana comes, you can speak to God, you can touch God, you can play with Him, you can converse with Him. This is turning jnanendriya. They become active. They are the force, they flow together. They flow together to, like so many tributaries coming and joining a river and flowing as one river. They are like that. So all jnanendriyas, karmendriyas, they merge, they are empowered by the manas. This together, mind gets merged in the buddhi, but karmendriyas also get merged in the buddhi. And jnanendriya and buddhi go ahead to the savikalpa samadhi. So this is the nivartanam, withdrawal, turning inward of the, that is Dama. Bahir Indriya, Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, turning inward. It's clear? So I was thinking we will be able to complete the 2 sutras. Only 1 sutra. And I don't think here we'll be having pranayama, but in the later part of the sadhana we get pranayama there. What is the purpose of pranayama? Is to unify all levels of our existence to turn towards one direction. In Dama, Shama, as a part of the Shama and Dama, pranayama becomes essential. Pranayama can be done in any way, that is, to unify all forces together. The karmendriya, jnanendriya, buddhi, manas, hridaya, all going in one direction. To unify, to merge one in another and make a powerful movement of ourself, clear movement and united movement, like a rocket going. Integrated personality is moving. For that, the pranayama immediately makes because breath and pranas are interrelated. Prana is any energy. Wherever there is a movement, there is a energy behind. Water is flowing, there is some energy making it flow. Thinking is going on, there is some energy. The energy that makes any movement within a living being is called prana. Outside, we call energy. With respect to living being, we call it prana. That's all the difference. Mind is working, prana is there. Water is flowing, energy is there. They are terminal differences. Here it is guided by consciousness, there it is guided by external nature. Because conscious entity is governing these energies, it is called, I lift my hand at my will. The energies are controlled by the consciousness. So, it is called prana. If it is guided by nature, we don't call prana, we call energy. This behind heart, behind senses, behind the mind, behind the intellect, what is the energy that is making it move is brought together. All energies are unified, united together to flow in one direction. The breath and pranas are interrelated. If you hold the breath, immediately prana starts struggling. It is like kidnapping someone and demanding something else from the person. So this demand creates to holding breath is not holding prana. But prana and breath are so much. Prana goes means breath goes means prana goes. They are jigri dost. They are intimate friends. We can never live separated. One good dies means other dies. Such two companions. Now these two, what happens is holding one, we are diverting. Another method is through pure love, there is unification again. Suppose you sing a beautiful song, then all pranas naturally come together. A beautiful song will make the mind, heart, senses, everything to go in one direction. This is called the pranayama, the nivartana of senses, the nivartana of karmendriyas can be done through by singing a song or holding a breath. Also in case of emergencies, to instantly, immediately, at any time you want to do, then these techniques are used to go inward. This is Nivartana. Almost we have completed in detail the Dama aspect. So 20th Sutra we are ending. Tomorrow we shall go to the 21st. There are 200 and odd, 237 sutras. We shall do one by one, God willing. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.